Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another pregame play-by-play. What is going on, everybody? Shout out to the folks in the chat. We got another late night game tonight, and I'm here to do another pregame play-by-play. So, for those of you that hung out with me last night, I know it was a late night for a lot of you. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the new subscribers. It was another successful stream. Thank you all very much. And I'm looking to have another great stream with all of you. Now, I know last night's loss kind of stung a little bit. I know some fans, are coming out from under the rock and talking about this Yankees loss, acting like it's the end of the season, that the season's over. All of a sudden, right? The Yankees lose one game, and now we're in a panic mode, right? Now we're in a panic mode. They've only played 4 games. I didn't know, March was the end of baseball season. Baseball just started. So, yeah, there's going to be games like this that the Yankees are going to lose, believe it or not. So it's the inevitable is going to happen. But yes, last night was last night. Tonight is a new night. And Max Fried is on the mound for the New York Yankees. He'll be pitching against Logan Gilbert of the Seattle Mariners. It's going to be another good pitching matchup. But just to talk about last night, I know obviously Ryan Weathers didn't give the Yankees a long outing. However, to go 4 1/3 and striking out 7, only giving up the 1 run and walking a couple of batters, getting himself into a couple of jams. I mean, to me, it was still encouraging. Right, it was still encouraging. He still held the Mariners' bats at bay, right? Yes, the Yankees' bats were not so hot last night, but they also faced Luis Castillo. It's not an easy thing, but the both teams played it tight. It was just a matter of it was a pitcher's duel. It was just a matter of which team's pitching was going to come through, and both teams pitching did really well. Yankees pitching, I mean, still holding it down, like I said. And then, bottom of the ninth, Kyle Raleigh gets that game-winning RBI single, and the Yankees get their first loss of the season. Yankees are now 3-1, right? So let's hope that they can salvage their from last night. Let's hope that they can even up the series. We don't want them to lose the series, of course. But we'll see what happens, right? But we'll go over the lineup. We'll talk predictions. We'll do all the fun stuff. We'll talk food. You know how we do it. But first and foremost, let me say what's up to the chat. I know there's so many of you in here right now. Again, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out. Let's try to get to 50 likes as quickly as we possibly can. So first person in the building is Therese. What's up, Therese? How's it going? Sunil's in the building. Carlos is in the building. Desiree's in the building. Beagle is in the building. Shia, shout out to the Ace Avenue. I know Ace is going to be streaming the game later. Shout out to you, Ace. What is going on? My man Infernus is in the building. Katie, great to see you, Katie. How are you? Petruzzi, what's up, Petruzzi? How's it going? What is going on? Yankee Kyle, what is up? Chris Rule, what's up? He says, I hope the Yankees win tonight, and the umpire is the one that screwed up last night. They had to keep reviewing. Hey, you know what? That's what the ABS system's for, man. That's what it's for. So these umpires are getting exposed big time, but that was it's been long overdue for a lot of these guys to get exposed. It's for the Yankees to challenge 5 times and get it right 5 times. That's pretty insane. Daniel Berry, happy Tuesday. What's up, dude? How's it going? Official is in the building. And yes, I did hear about Rodon's setback. He had a hamstring injury, but according to Aaron Boone, it's not that serious. That's according to Aaron Boone. But we'll see as time progresses. Mike Kowinski says Yankees rebound tonight with a victory. I hope, man. That's the goal, right? I mean, Fried is on the mound, and usually when Fried's on the mound, I feel confident. Jonathan is in the building. What is up? Internet was buffering a little bit. All right. Thanks for letting me know. Hopefully it's all right now. I know these things somewhat happen at times. Sometimes technology is not always on your side. Jacob Frederick is in the building. Have fun with that, dude. Have fun with that. Yeah, CB Buckner. Yeah, my God, he missed an insane amount of calls. I don't. Yeah, I mean, like I said, exposing these umpires and their calls, man. It's been long overdue. All right, it's been long overdue. But what ABS system's here now, and they're here to get exposed. And Miss 1000's in the building. What's up, Margaret? How's it going? Margaret Velasco is in the building. Jay's bouncing back tonight, currently up 2-0. All right, up 2-0 against the Rockies. I know the Rockies killed them yesterday. But, let's see what the Blue Jays do tonight against the Rockies. But let's worry about what the Yankees are going to do against Seattle, because it's going to be another battle here, right? Max Fried, Logan Gilbert, and it's gonna be a good pitching matchup. I have a feeling, I know I kind of what did I say about my score prediction yesterday? I said 5-4, but I was way off. A lot of us were way off, but I think this is gonna be another low scoring game. I really do. I'll as I keep talking, as I'm thinking about it, I think it'll be another low scoring game. I'll let you all know what my score prediction is going to be once we get to that segment. And do me a favor, folks, make sure you all go vote in the poll. Let me know how many innings Max Fried pitches tonight. And so far, 15 votes, and 87% of you said 4 to 6. That's where I'm at as well. But let us go over the lineup. The lineup is going to look a little different for the Yankees tonight. So some of you might be happy with this lineup, but let me know what you all think. All right. So in the lineup, we have Trent Grisham leading things off, playing center field. Aaron Judge is batting second. He'll be playing right field. Cody Bellinger is batting third. He'll be playing left field. Ben Rice is batting cleanup. He'll be playing first base. Giancarlo Stanton is batting fifth. He'll be the designated hitter. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is going to be batting sixth. He'll be playing second base. And JC Escada is in the lineup. He'll be batting seventh. He'll be at the dish. So no Austin Wells tonight here, folks. No Austin Wells. JC Escada is playing tonight. Jose Caballero is batting eighth. He'll be playing shortstop. Ryan McMahon is batting ninth. He'll be playing third base. And on the mound, it is the ace, Max Fried. Let me know what you all think about this lineup. How do you all feel about this lineup? Let's talk about it, all right? But that is your lineup for your New York Yankees. And officials adding here, Logan Gilbert pitched 5 1/3 with 3 earned runs. Yeah, in his first start. It was against the Guardians, wasn't it? I thought it was against the Guardians, not the Angels. But I was going to say, check me on that. I thought it was against the Guardians. I'm gonna check that right now. So Logan Gilbert. Sorry, folks. I'm just checking here real quick. I just wanted to see who was against. I thought it was against the Guardians. It was the Guardians, not the Angels. That's what I thought. Yeah, I just looked it up. It was against the Guardians there, dude. Beagle says any lineup without Volpe is not there, I'm happy. Yeah, for sure. I'm sure a lot of fans share that same sentiment. Although, speaking of Anthony Volpe, he's going to begin his rehab assignment. So stay tuned for that. Good to give Wells a rest. Yeah, I think giving him a day off was good. Katie already dropping the predictions. 5 innings pitched for Max Fried. Yankees win 8-4. Sunil, let me take this off the screen here, the lineup. If anybody wants to see the lineup again, just let me know. I could pull it up back on the screen. Sunil's saying I'm probably the lone soul who put in a greater confidence vote in Fried's outing for tonight. My line for him, 7 2/3, gives up 4 hits, 1 earned run, a couple of walks, 12 strikeouts, over 85 pitches. Give me that dirty water. Okay. Max goes 6 innings, 5 Ks. All right. Yeah, it was against Cleveland. All good, all good. What's up, Robert? How's it going? I appreciate you sharing me on your Discord page, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for always spreading the word there, Kyle. It means a lot to me. So, yeah, hopefully they do better against Gilbert. Now, there's a few guys in the lineup that have had some success against Logan Gilbert, right? Aaron Judge, so far in his career against Gilbert, 16 at bats, 313 batting average, 914 OPS. Cody Bellinger's only had 5 at bats. I know it's not a lot of at bats against Logan Gilbert, but I mean the batting average for Bellinger is 600 with an 1100 OPS, and Giancarlo Stanton, who's been off to a hot start so far this season, 12 at bats with a 250 batting average, an OPS of 833. So, there's a few guys in the lineup that have had some good success against Logan Gilbert. I also forgot to write down Jazz Chisholm Jr. 7 at bats with a 286 batting average, 1,089 OPS. So like I said, there's a few guys that have had some success against him. Funny enough, Ahmed Rosario is not in the lineup, but he's had 14 at bats and has batted 500 against him with a 1319 OPS. And Paul Goldschmidt has had 6 at bats with a 333 batting average, with a 833 OPS. So there's a few guys on the Yankees roster that's had success against him. Just so everybody knows, for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh's back in the lineup. So Cal Raleigh got that pinch hit, game-winning RBI single in the bottom of the 9th. He's back in the lineup tonight. But the lineup for the Seattle Mariners is going to be Ref Snyder, Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, Josh Naylor, Randy Arozarena, Brandon Donovan, Robles, Rivas, and Cole Young. Young is a guy that the Yankees got to look out for. That guy he had a good game yesterday too. Seems like a pretty decent player. So he's batting 333 for the season. Again, I know it's early, but he had success against the Yankees last night, against the Yankees pitching. But just one of the few guys in the lineup. But that's what we got, folks. That's what we got. But let's get into these predictions, though, people. Let's get into these predictions. Let's talk Max Fried. I know a few of you put in your predictions for Max Fried. What do you all got for Max Fried? What's Max Fried going to do tonight? What's up, Scotto? What's going on? Carlos Rodon's most recent live BP had been 3 ups and 50 pitches. Jonathan says his next outing was scheduled for Double-A Somerset, but to be determined if they'll be disrupted by his. I see. Yeah, I mean, look, we know his arm, we know his elbow's fine. It seems like, but yeah, we don't want to rush the guy if he has hamstring tightness. So let's hope that that hamstring heals up sooner rather than later. But got to keep these guys healthy. But luckily, the Yankees right now, they just got to they got to ride through the month of April, right? I mean, tomorrow starts April 1st. Can you believe it? So they got to ride through the month of April, and hopefully, Rodon is back by then, and Rodon can help the rotation, and then Garrett Cole comes back, and we see vintage Garrett Cole. Well, but of course, all that stuff is going to take time. What's up, Joseph? Carlos, what's going on? Scotto's thinking 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 6 strikeouts. Yeah, you know what? Max Fried in his first outing, I had the stuff written down from the other night, but I believe he went 6 innings or 6 1/3. And yeah, he struck out 4. But I think tonight I'll give him 6 2/3. And I think 6 2/3. I'll give him 6 strikeouts. 6 2/3, 6 strikeouts. I'll say that he is going to. I think he'll walk a couple of batters, and you know what? I'm gonna be think I'm going to be a little bold here. I don't think he gives up any runs. Actually, scratch that. You know what? I'm going to say he gives up 1 run. I'll say he gives up 1 run. I don't want to jump the gun here, right? So I'll say he gives up 1. I'll say he gives up 1. Joseph says 7 innings, 1 run, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. 6 or 7 from Carlos. Okay. And I am predicting Cole returning Memorial Day weekend. That's a possibility, Jonathan, but I honestly see him more, just my prediction, right? If I had to predict, I'd say he comes back. He returns to action I'm going to say June. But that's kind of what I'm thinking, really. It's probably going to be June is what I'm thinking. But yeah, with Carlos Redondo, or not with Carlos Redondo, sorry, with Max Fried. Yeah, like I said, I'm going 6 2/3 for Max Fried. He's going to strike out 6. He's going to walk 2 batters, and he's going to give up a run. That's what I got for Max Fried. So again, anybody else has any Max Fried predictions? Put it in the chat. Let me know. Let me know what you all think, and then now we'll just move on to the home run segment of the prediction. So home runs, folks. I know nobody in the Yankees obviously hit a home run last night. Does anybody hit a home run tonight? Who are you feeling? What's your gut telling you? What's your heart telling you? What's your brain telling you? What are you all thinking for home runs tonight? What do you all got for home runs? Let me know in the chat. Who do you think hits a home run tonight? Anybody? Yeah. So while I'm waiting for that, make sure, again, folks, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. Greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing the channel while we're waiting from your guesses here in the chat. Jonathan says Judge and Jazz, another cold night in Seattle. I lean in the park, extra base hits over home runs. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's still in those cool months in Seattle. And I'm just looking up the weather in Seattle right now. So let's see. Yeah, 53 degrees. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a little bit on the cooler side. And as I'm looking at Seattle's weather, you got to wonder if the game is going to even be played tomorrow, just because they're showing rain in the forecast. So I don't know. I'm not saying the game's going to get postponed, but looking at Seattle, looking at their forecast in the city of Seattle, looks like it's going to rain. And Joseph Salvatore says Bellinger Rice. Jonathan saying Judge and Jazz. Carlos is saying Judge and Big G, his normal Judge and Big G prediction. I mean, I'm going to put Judge for home runs. I'll say Judge. I'm going to say Judge, and let me look at that lineup again. So Judge. I'll say Judge and Big G. I'll say Judge and Big G. I'll stick with those two guys. I mean, Big G, I mean, why not? It's just like I said, he's off to a good start to the season. And sleeper is Belly. Yeah, my sleeper. You know what, I'm gonna say JC Escara for my sleeper. Sleeper, I'm gonna say JC Escara. That's who I have for my sleeper. I think JC Escara is gonna hit a home run. That'll be my sleeper. Seattle has a retractable roof, so I think it will be close. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they got the retractable roof. I forgot about that. It's not. That's a nice perk to a stadium, man, to have that retractable roof. You could close the roof, and yeah, they'll be able to. So yeah, there will be a game tomorrow, which I'm not going to be able to call it, unfortunately, because by the time by the time I get home, the game would already had started because I get off work, and so when the game starts, it'll be about 20 to 25 minutes in. So probably, yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to call the game tomorrow, but no worries on that. There's going to be days and nights where I'm not going to be able to call the game. So, you know, hopefully y'all understand. Snell's being modest. Big G off of Gilbert. Judges are sleep. Okay, you're saying Big G and Judge. And then sleepers, Rice, Bellinger, Jazz. Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to do something a little different for the sleeper. I mean, I would have said either Jazz or Rice or Belly even, but I wanted to go JC Escara. For first game he's playing this season, just like what I think he's gonna hit. I think he'll hit a home run. I think he's gonna hit a home run. He's probably super pumped to play. I'm happy that he's playing tonight. I think it was right to sit Austin Wells. And talking about the lineup, I don't mind the lineup. Right? Again, it's like what I said when I was that stream that I did when Jonathan jumped on the open panel, and I was talking about the lineup. I still would much rather have Jose Caballero lead off, but I mean, just knowing how Boone wants the lineup to be, I don't mind the lineup. I do like the fact that Ryan McMahon is batting ninth. I feel like he needs to be batting ninth every game, unless until he shows that he can consistently hit. But I think Ryan McMahon batting ninth is right with me. I don't mind Caballero batting eighth, right? So try to break up the lefty righty thing. So overall, I mean, the lineup is going to be pretty consistent. But if there was one thing that I would change, it's like I said, I would put Caballero at the leadoff spot. What's up, TC? What's going on, TC? Shout out to TC Steels. Yes, the offense needs to wake up. The offense absolutely needs to wake up. So hopefully they wake up tonight. But it's gonna be tough, man. I mean, they're going up against Logan Gilbert. This series is going to be a little tougher just because of Seattle's pitching. Seattle has really good pitching. Last night it was Castillo. Tonight is Gilbert. Tomorrow it is it's one of their other good pitchers. It's not Brian Wu. It's what is his name? I can't believe I'm drawing a blank here. A 9th place hitter equals a second leadoff hitter. Cabby at 9 would fit too. No, I mean Cabby would fit at the 9th spot, but I mean I like Cabby hitting a little bit higher though, man. Usually I feel like with the number 9 hole in the lineup, it's usually the batter that is not going to be as good usually. George Kirby is for tomorrow. Yes. George Kirby. That's right. Yep. So George Kirby versus Cam Schlittler. That's going to be a fun matchup right there. That has like playoff vibes right there. But I feel like tonight's game also with Max Fried versus Logan Gilbert has playoff vibes too. But yeah, George Kirby. It wasn't Brian Wu. Brian Wu is not pitching in this series, but George Kirby. That's another solid starter that the Mariners have. So that's going to be a fun matchup. But yeah, the pitching for Seattle is really good. And I personally, I can't speak for you all, but I personally knew that it was going to be a little bit of a bigger challenge for the Yankees because of Seattle's pitching, because of how good their pitching is. So with that being said, since we got the home run predictions in, and again, folks, if you want to tell me your Max Fried predictions, your home run predictions, put it in the comments section. Let me know what you think. But let's talk scores, people. Let's talk scores. It's like I said earlier in the stream. I think this is going to be another low-scoring game. I don't know about 2-1, but I think it's gonna. Yeah, like I said, I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game. Schlitter's probably going to register a golden sombrero and a Rosarena. I hope so. But I just want him to pitch a phenomenal game like he did against the Giants. I mean, Schlittler Schlittler's got the stuff. So, I mean, I like what I saw from him in that series against the Giants. Let's see what he does, tomorrow afternoon. Beagle's going 3-1. Katie's going Judge, Chisholm, and Stanton will hit home runs. Okay. Joseph is going 4-1. A cold night, limited home runs tonight. Score prediction 4-1. Okay. So Snell's going 4-1. Beagle's going home runs, Stanton, Judge, and Rice. Seems like a lot of us are at least saying Stanton and Judge. So we think those guys are going to hit a big one tonight. My score prediction, I was thinking either 3-1 or 3-2. I think it's going to be another one of these close games for the Yankees. I think it's going to be another Yankees and Mariners. It's going to be another close game. Carlos is saying 5-2. John Jasmine, what's up, John? What's going on? Welcome. He's saying Big G is going to hit a home run. Okay, I'm going to say 3-2. I'm going to say 3-2. I think 3-2. I think it's a safe. To me, it's a safe score to say. I think it's a safe score to predict. I mean, yesterday was 2-1, but I think 3-2 is going to be what I'm going to be predicting here for tonight's game. I think it's going to be another low scoring game. Again, it's just due to the pitching with the Mariners, even with the Yankees. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think these are going to be easy matchups. And last night was certainly clear. Certainly showed it, right? With Luis Castillo on the mound. But like I said, a lot from last night. Ryan Weathers held his own, but I think it is going to be another pitcher's duel. I do feel that it will be. Katie's sticking with 8-4, so Katie thinks it'll be a high scoring game. So she's saying 8-4. The Yankees are going to put up some runs. That would be amazing. No, Beagle. Did you send it to me on X or something? Or I'm not sure. I haven't really. I'm trying to keep. I haven't really been checking my X messages, so I do apologize. Just been between work and everything else that I need to do at home, and just taking care of everything else. I haven't gotten a real chance, so I do apologize. I'll try and check it out at some point. How many calls did the umps get ABS on? Ooh, something? Yeah, because I was doing double plays, but I'm like, I'm not doing double plays anymore. Yeah, ABS. We got to. You know what? That's pretty cool. That's good, Sunil. It's a good idea. All right, I'll give you kudos for that one. Slim Lewis says pitchers duel for 5+ innings, then a bullpen game. We're gonna wear out our bullpen at this pace. I mean, that's why I'm hoping Slim that that Fried is able to go 6 innings, right? He's able to go 6 innings. So if he could give you 6 or more innings, I'll take that all day. It'll make it a little bit easier on the bullpen. One would hope. So a few guys are going to be available. Bednar is going to be available if needed, right? I'm sure Camilo Duvall will be available. So Gilbert has mixed results in his career against New York. Yeah, 2-3, 6.57 ERA, 2-2. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, the Yankees have had success against Gilbert, right? But he's still a good pitcher. Sean Browning, what's up, man? He says Judge and Stanton 2 homers apiece. Dang, all right. So you're calling for 4 home runs, so 2 homers apiece. That's a good prediction right there. If that happens, man, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. All right, so got home runs, we got the score predictions, we got the Max Fried predictions. So let's talk about ABS. I mean, ABS has been a lot of fun since the season started, man. These umpires are getting exposed big time. That umpire yesterday The Yankees challenged his calls 5 times, and it got overturned all 5 times. The Yankees were 5 for 5. Caballero had a couple of them. Judge had one. So I was like, man, I was like, this umpire's screwing up big time. And even, Boone was starting to get pissed. He was starting to yell at him. I was like, oh, Boone's going to get kicked out. But he didn't. So Sean is going 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, 9 strikeouts, couple of walks. Slim Lewis says we should have Lagrange and Hill to piggyback out of the bullpen for 3 innings when starters go 4+. This could be the game plan in the future, man. Maybe depending on where the Yankees are, depending on what the Yankees' game plan is, where they are in the standings, what the roster is going to look like, when around, June, July. I could see a scenario where, yeah, that's actually it's a good idea, but I think Lagrange coming out of the bullpen would be awesome. Luis Hill, does he make his way back into the rotation? Or is that Will Warren's rotation spot? It's going to be, it's like I said, it's going to be really interesting because the roster that you see now is not going to be the same roster come, July, August. I mean, I think that this team is going to look slightly different, right? Yankees go 6 for 6. So 4 missed calls. On seat B. Buckner, if he's behind the dish tonight, then overnight, way over. Yeah. Lagrange could be the Mariano, David Bednar being our wetland. Yeah, I mean, let Lagrange. Lagrange's got a lot of potential. I love what I saw from Lagrange. Hopefully he continues pitching well down there in the minors. I'm loving what I'm seeing from him. I won't necessarily call him a future closer yet. I don't know if that's in the Yankees' plans for the future. Right, it's going to be really interesting what these next few years for Carlos Lagrange, but we'll see. Right, what's up, Buckeye? How's it going, dude? What's going on? What is going on? But I think the umpire tonight. I don't know who's going to be. I don't know who's going to be at the home plate umpire, but I think that. I think the umpire tonight, again, I don't know who the home plate umpire is going to be, but I think they're going to miss. I think I'll say, you know what? I'll say 7. I'll say 7. He's going to miss 7 calls. I think he's going to miss 7 calls. And Sunil, the answer to your question is yes, he does throw a cutter, and that's according to the little search that I just did. His cutter is in the upper 80s. So I'll say 7 calls. I think the home plate umpire, who, again, I don't know, I got to look up and see who it is, but it's going to be. I think the home plate umpire is going to miss 10 of those calls, or 7 of those calls. That's what I think. Yeah, these umpires have been getting exposed, man. Oh, I'm here for it. I love it. But that's what we got, though, people. That's what we got. We got Max Fried, Logan Gilbert, game 2 between the Yankees and Mariners. Logan Gilbert, Max Fried. Buckeye dropping his prediction for Max Fried. He's saying 5 1/3, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks, couple of runs. So you're going 5 1/3. Okay. Yeah, I'm going yeah, you and I were pretty close on Weathers' prediction, but my prediction for Max Fried is 6 2/3, 6 strikeouts, couple of walks, and I think he gives up 1 run. Yeah, I did see that he hit a home run off his former teammate. That's kind of funny, but yeah, I mean, Alonso should be, he's familiar with DeGrom. He since they played together. Can't wait till the Yankees meet with the Orioles. We're gonna see plenty of Pete Alonso now since he's in the AL East, right? So let's see what those series are going to look like. Official says I think for ABS, Yankees will go 2-1 and Seattle will go 3-0. So you're saying okay, 3-6. Okay, so you think 6 calls are going to get overturned? Is that what I'm guessing? I think again, whoever the home plate umpire is going to be tonight, I think they're going to get 7 of those calls wrong. I think 7 of those are going to get called wrong. Felix Nunez says Rogers looked promising. Not going to lie, but why we pitched Mr. 5 ERA Blackburn though? I mean, here's the thing. All right, I understand people's frustration with Paul Blackburn, but when you had to use him, but even if you use David Bednar, right? Because the Yankees, they were in these types of situations last season that also bit them in the butt last season too. Let's just say, just for kicks and giggles, right? Let's just say they put in, what's up, Robert? He says, like number 29. Thank you so much for the like. Let's try to get to 50 likes as quickly as we possibly can. And if you're watching for the first time, hit that sub button. I would greatly appreciate it. If they put David Bednar in the top of the ninth or bottom of the ninth, and he was able to get the Yankees to extra innings, but the Yankees don't put Bednar out there for the 10th, because typically they don't put their closers for 2 innings. But if Bednar was not out there for the 10th inning, right, who do you go to? Because they already used Duvall, right? They already used Fernando Cruz. They already used Jake Bird. Yarbrough is your option. Tim Hill's an option. Blackburn's an option. I would have probably liked Blackburn to try and get out of that inning and take it to extra innings and then have David Bednar available, right? Just a thought. But again, it's one game. It's one game. I'm not going to stress over one game, right? It's still the beginning of the season. Just like I wasn't like overly excited when the Yankees, swept the Giants. I mean, I was excited, but I wasn't like, oh man, look at this team. Like these guys are going to absolutely destroy it, every series now. They're going to do this every series. Like, no. It's a 162 game season, man. There's going to be games like this where the Yankees are going to lose close games, unfortunately. But I wanted to throw that out there. I wanted to throw out like a hypothetical scenario there, right? You could have put Bednar in there. I'm not saying you couldn't. You could have put Bednar in the bottom of the ninth, but if Bednar gets you to extra innings, does he come back out for the 10th inning? And if he wasn't put out there, if he wasn't going back out there for the 10th inning, then look at your options. But that's just my take on this, right? But again, I'm not going to stress it because it's one game, and it was the 4th game of the season. I don't think we need to stress it big time. But I understand your question. I get it, but again, that's my take on it, man. Sunil says we probably need an ABS bingo or something like pick and score on the Super Bowl type of competition in here. Yeah. Nah, maybe bingo card. Maybe I should just put a bingo card. We did what we should have done against the Giants. Yeah, and you know what? Last year, the Yankees lost 2 out of 3 against the Giants. The Yankees lost 2 out of 3 against the Giants, and this year the Yankees swept them. Right? So different story. And I do believe, and I do believe the Yankees can win this series. I didn't think a sweep was going to happen. I think sweeping the Mariners would have been hard to do. But I think they could win. I think they could take the series though. But in order for them to take the series, they got to win. They got to win tonight. They got to win tonight. So cannot lose a series. We don't want them losing the series. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully they can come away with a win tonight. But yeah, well, again, game's going to start here in a little less than 20 minutes. Let's see if I can find out who the umpire is going to be. So home plate umpire is going to be Alfonso Marquez. Lance Barrett is going to be your first base umpire. First base umpire. Edwin Jimenez is going to be your second base umpire. And Mike Estabrook, who was your home plate umpire last night, is going to be your third base umpire, Mike Estabrook. So he's taking over third base duties. And it says the weather is 72 degrees at the stadium, but that's because the roof is closed apparently. So maybe we might see some home runs tonight. Yeah, officially, Yankees are 10 for 11. They've only missed one. They challenged one where they were totally wrong. The call was upheld. But the Yankees have been successful with the ABS. Judge is going to greatly benefit from the ABS. I think he is going to definitely benefit from the ABS. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that he's going to benefit from this ABS system. But I think the umpires are going to miss 7 calls tonight. What's up, Chef? What's going on, Chef? Great to see you, dude. What's going on, my man? Shout out to Chef Nick. All right, let's talk some food real quick. What are we doing for dinner tonight? What's for dinner? What are y'all snacking on? Let's talk food real quick, and then I'm going to take a little intermission, and then I'll come back, and then I'll call the game. And do me a favor, make sure y'all go vote in the poll. I'm going to check this poll real quick while y'all letting me know what y'all are going to be snacking on, what y'all are going to be eating. I actually had some tiramisu earlier. That was good. Tiramisu. There was some baklava left at the house, but I did have some rice and some thinly sliced lamb meat. So good. But 40 votes and 65% of you said 4 to 6 innings. So a lot of us are on the same page. 80 out of 83 in accuracy last year. I'll take that. Ribeye and a baked potato. Ooh, Buckeye said medium rare, which, by the way, the majority of you voted medium rare last night when I asked that question. So that was great. That was great. That made me happy because I like my steaks medium rare. I like a little bit of pink in the middle. Carlos says hamburger helper. Okay. What else are we doing for food? And if you haven't put your predictions in, go ahead and put your predictions in too. We have goalies fighting each other. What goalies? What are you talking about? Joseph Salvatore says pasta. You can't go wrong with pasta. I feel you. What else we got, folks? What else? Talk to me. Let's talk food. What do we got for food? Hamburger helper, medium rare steak. Do I think Murakami will stay good? Time will tell. I know he's been playing well so far to start the season. Do I think he'll continue? Will stay good? Time will tell, man. I mean, really. I mean, that's probably the best answer I could give you at the moment. But so far, 3 home runs, 3 RBIs, 4 hits, 286 batting average. What did he do Well, today against the Marlins, he was 1 for 4. Marlins beat the White Sox 9-2, but he was 1 for 4. It's possible. I mean, again, time will tell. Yes, yeah, but that was news from like the trade deadline last season that the Yankees offered Cam, Lombard Jr., Lagrange, and Jones for Skeens, and the Pirates said no, whatever. Desiree says just had a steak, medium rare. Let's freaking go. Team medium rare up in here. Let's go. And cheesy broccoli and rice. Ooh, okay. In Texas, the steak holds its own, and sauce is heretical dining. Yeah, if the steak is good, you don't need sauce. You just do not need sauce. If the steak is good, you do not need sauce. It's true. You don't need sauce. So I definitely eat all my steaks with no sauce because it's not necessary. You don't need it. Desiree says she's hoping to make it till the 6th inning. Yeah, I get you. If you can't make it, you can't make it. I mean, a lot of the folks on the East Coast, man, if you're staying up late to watch the games, more power to you. It's hard to stay up, man. It really is. It's almost 10 o'clock when the game starts. Like it's insane. Man, if it was me, I'd probably be in bed. God knows I slept all right last night. I didn't really get a lot of sleep last night. Got some sleep. I'm a little tired, but it's probably gonna be the same thing tomorrow. And then I'll wake up early tomorrow for work and I'll probably be dragging, but it's all right. It's okay. Felix Nunez says, agreed, although I do enjoy some A1 from time to time. Understood. I mean, nothing wrong with A1, dude. I mean, A1's good. But if the steaks are good, yeah, like I don't need sauce, watching in bed for sure. Yeah, I'm calling the game. I'm calling the game tonight, man, just like I called the game last night. So for anybody that doesn't know, this season, I'm doing the pregame and the play-by-play together. So it's going to be just like one really long stream every time I do this. So just something I wanted to change things up a little bit. So that's what I'm doing this season. Just kind of switching things up a little bit. I think having a long stream is a lot better than having like 2 separate live streams. But yeah, I'll be calling the game though. I'll be calling the game. But the game will start here in a little over 10 minutes. With that being said, I'm going to take a little intermission here. Let me just get myself rejuvenated. We'll get the game going. We'll get the play-by-play going. But in the meantime, I'm going to leave you all with some tunes, and I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back, folks. Just go ahead, hang out, jam out, get some food, get a drink, get a snack. I'll be right back. All right, we are back, folks, and the game is about to begin. Glad to have you all here. Appreciate you all waiting. What's up, Peanut? Peanut's in the building. What's up, Lou? How's it going? Great to see you. So the game should be starting here in the next couple of minutes. How's everybody doing? Give me one more second. All right. Looks like the Seattle Mariners are taking a mound right now. All right. So Yankee starting lineup once again: Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, Ben Rice, Giancarlo Stanton, Jazz Chisholm Jr., J.C. Escarra, Jose Caballero, Ryan McMahon. That is your starting lineup for the New York Yankees. Now we got Logan Gilbert on the mound. So let's see how the Yankees bats do tonight. Let me pull up the game cast here. All right, Mariners defense, Rosarena, Rodriguez, Robles. In the outfield, infield, you have Donovan, Rivas, Young, Naylor. Rally at the dish, Ref Snyder, DHing, and Logan Gilbert on the mound. And here we go, folks. Got Alfonso Marquez, the home plate umpire in tonight's game. Crew chief, 28th season, MLB season, as the umpire. All right, and Trent Grisham is going to lead things off, and the game is going to begin. Let's play some ball. So let's see what Trent Grisham does here, as he is leading off against Logan Gilbert. And the first pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike one. Oh and 1 here to Trent Grisham. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0 and 2. Quick 0-2 count here to Trent Grisham. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham as Gilbert sets here on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Trent Grisham. We got Aaron Judge waiting on deck. If you're just joining us, make sure you all hit the like button. Let's get those likes up. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Keep sharing this channel out as Grisham takes ball 2. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Outside, full count. So Grisham working the count here. Fell behind 0 and 2. Now it's 3 and 2. Let's see what Gilbert throws. The 3-2. And Grisham gets a piece of that. It's a foul ball. 97 mile per hour fastball. Pixelmon, they better. I hope so. Another 3-2 pitch coming up here from Gilbert. And Grisham hits that ball into right field, but it is playable for Robles, and he makes the catch. 1 down. And that's going to bring Aaron Judge to the plate. And here's Aaron Judge. As Gilbert sets here on the first pitch to Judge, and it is in there for a strike. Got him with the slider. Yeah, Buckeye. It's his rehab or his hamstring that he hurt. Gilbert sets here on the 0-1. The pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. It is 1-1 here to the captain. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Got him with the curve. Swung out a pitch that was outside. 1 and 2 now to Aaron Judge. Yep, he's back behind the plate. And the 1-2. 2 and 2. as Gilbert sets the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and got him with the splitter. Judge strikes out swinging for the second out of the inning, and that's going to bring Cody Bellinger to the plate. And here's Bellinger. Let's see if he can keep the inning alive. The first pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the first. As Gilbert sets here on the 0-1 to pitch. It's called a strike. 0-2. And the 0-2 to Bellinger is outside, 1-2. One-two pitch, or 1-2 count to Bellinger. Gilbert sets to 1-2 is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Ben Rice is waiting on deck. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the first. And the 2-2. Full count. The count is now full to Cody Bellinger. See if he throws a splitter or slider here. As Gilbert sets. Here's the payoff. And that's a ground ball. That's going to get through for a single for Cody Bellinger. It's a 2-out single for Cody Bellinger. Let's go. And that's going to bring Ben Rice to the plate. Good job to Cody Bellinger getting that 2-out single. It looked like that he threw a splitter on that one. And here is Ben Rice at the plate. See if the Yankees are able to get on the board with 2 outs. First pitch to Rice. 1-0. Rodney, what's up, man? Shout out to Rodney. What's going on, dude? The 1-0. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first, top of the first. Gilbert sets the 2-0, and that is grounded, and that's going to be a fair ball. That's going to bounce off the corner there in foul territory. Bellinger's rounding third. He is going to score as the ball gets away from Raleigh, and that is going to be an RBI double for Ben Rice, and the Yankees just like that are on the board. Let's go. So Yankees answer first in tonight's game, and that's going to bring Giancarlo Stanton to the plate. All right, here's Big G at the plate. And the first pitch to Big G is hit into right field, and that is going to drop in front of Robles, and Ben Rice is going to score, and it's a 2-0 game, an RBI single by Giancarlo Stanton, and the Yankees are now up 2-0. Bat's looking pretty decent so far, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. is going to come to the plate now.
Talking all that jazz.
And here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Let's see if the Yankees can continue this little rally that they have going on. It's 0-1 to Jazz. As Gilbert sets on the 0-1 to pitch. Big swing and a miss. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here to Jazz. The 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Jazz with 2 outs. Runner on first. Yankees are up 2-0. As Gilbert sets here on the 1-2, the pitch. Pitches in the dirt. Ball gets away from Raleigh. And Giancarlo Stanton is safe. Woo! Giancarlo Stanton's making it happen here. Gets a RBI single. Then takes second base on the wild pitch by Gilbert. So runner on second now with 2 outs. And it's 2-2 to Jazz. The 2-2 inside, full count. Had that ball been caught, though, Giancarlo would have been out. And here's the payoff. And swing and a miss by Jazz. He strikes out. But Gilbert gets a couple of strikeouts, but the Yankees do get on the board. They put up a couple of runs, and the Yankees are up 2-0 going into the bottom of the first. Max Fried will be going on the mound here. Right, Brad? And we are in a commercial break. Agreed. I would love to see hits. I like home runs, but the hits with runners on is always a good thing. Dude, I think we're living in bizarro world. I don't know. Like I said, we're living in bizarro world, dude. That's where we're at. But commercial break right now. Appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you to all the new subs. So the Yankees are up 2-0. I'll take that. I'll take that. I like what I saw in that first inning. You know, and both of those runs came in with 2 outs. Pixelmon, you're funny, dude. But so far, good start. Let's see what Max Fried does. In the bottom of the first, Rev Snyder, Raleigh, and Julio Rodriguez will be due up. All right, let's get back to the game here. 10,000 subs. Oh, my God. If I got to 10,000 subs this season, that would be amazing. But little by little. I'll get the game cast up here momentarily once the ads are gone. But Rev Snyder, Raleigh, Rodriguez, Naylor, Rosarena, Donovan, Robles, Rivas, and Young is your starting lineup. Well, let's see how Max Fried does in his second outing of the season. And Rev Snyder leading things off here for the Mariners. First pitch in there for a strike. So 0-1 here to Rev Snyder as Fried sets here on the 0-1. Here's the pitch. Inside, 1-1. Fried sets on the 1-1. The pitch. And that ball is hit into left field, but is playable for Bellinger. And he makes the catch as ref side flies out to Cody Bellinger. First out of the inning. Yankees defense, outfield Bellinger, Grisham, Judge, infield McMahon, Caballero, Jazz, Rice. JC Escarra is at the dish. Giancarlo Stanton's DH, and Max Fried is on the mound. And the first pitch to Raleigh is ball 1. The 1-0, foul back, 1-1. The 1-1, outside, 2-1. And the 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Got him with the cutter. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Second out of the inning, first strikeout for Max Fried. And that's going to bring Julio Rodriguez to the plate. First pitch. Ball 1. The 1-0. Inside, 2-0. The 2-0. 3-0 now to Rodriguez. We got Josh Naylor waiting on deck. The 3-0. Ball 4. Fried didn't like the call, but it doesn't look like he's going to challenge it. So it's a 2-out walk for Rodriguez, and that's going to bring Josh Naylor to the plate. 4 1/3 and 8 strikeouts for Weathers. He got 7. Yeah, good job, man. And here is Josh Naylor at the plate. So runner on first with 2 outs, and Naylor takes strike 1, 0-1. The 0-1. Pitches in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first. Yankees are up 2-0. Fried sets here on the 1-1. The pitch. Foul ball. It's 1-2. Time to play that 2-strike horn. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Fried trying to get out of this inning as he sets on the 1-2, looks at Rodriguez at first. The pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Petruzzi, I did not see your tweet. No. And Fried throws over to first as Rodriguez safely gets back. Rodriguez takes his lead at first. Fried looks over. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's going to end the bottom of the first. So Fried with 2 strikeouts and a walk. And we're going to the top of the second. Escara, Caballero, and McMahon are due up. So good start for Max Fried so far. A couple of strikeouts and a walk to start the game for Fried. And top of the second coming up. So let's see if the Yankees could add some more runs here as the bottom of the lineup will be due up for the Yankees. Once again, I appreciate everybody being here on this Tuesday night. You guys and gals are the best. Thank you all very much for your support. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. Greatly appreciate them. Just checking a couple of things here. What's up, Robert? Great to have you back. Margaret saying she's having Wally pikefish tacos. Interesting. Rock that baby on the way to the dugout. Yeah. 64 likes. Let's go. Appreciate the likes, folks. We broke 50 likes now. We are 36 likes away from 100. Let's get those likes up, people. Thank you for the likes. Just checking a couple of things here on the phone. But hopefully everybody's doing well on this Tuesday night. And we got JC Escara, who's about to lead things off here for the Yankees. So let's see what the Yankees bats do. The bottom of the order does here against Logan Gilbert. And here is JC Escara leading things off. He's playing for Austin Wells tonight. First pitch, foul ball, 0-1. As Gilbert sets here on the 0-1 to Escara. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Got him with the cutter. The 0-2. Pitches in the dirt, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here to JC Escara. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes now. I'll check it out there, Petruzzi. Give me a moment. Gilbert sets here against the scar. The 2-2 pitch is popped up left side. Rosarena's also running in two, but Rivas makes the catch there for out number one, and that's going to bring Jose Caballero to the plate. And here is Jose Caballero. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Caballero on a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. The 0-1. Did he go? He did not. First base umpire said he did not go. And it is 1-1 now. The 1-1. And Caballero pops that up to right field. Robles is right there to make the catch for out number two, and that's going to bring Ryan McMahon to the plate. And here is Ryan McMahon. First pitch is in there for a strike. The 0-1 is fouled. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here, 2 outs. Here in the top of the second, the pitch from Gilbert is in the dirt. 1-2 now to Ryan McMahon. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and McMahon strikes out. So 1-2-3 inning for Gilbert, a better inning for Logan Gilbert, and that's going to take us to the bottom of the second with a Rosarena, Donovan, and Robles coming up. So let's see how Max Fried does in the top of the second, or excuse me, bottom of the second. Appreciate all you folks being here. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see. I want to see what Petruzzi sent me. I see the response too there, Petruzzi. Oh, that's hilarious, bro. That is so funny. It never fails. It never fails. It's not that the Red Sox dumped Bregman. The Cubs just offered more money, and he went to the Cubs. He went for the money. Mets beat the Cardinals 3-0. All right. But we are in a commercial break. Game will resume here momentarily. Let me know what y'all are thinking so far about tonight's game. I know it's still early, right? Still early. So plenty of game to be played, but the Yankees are at least up 2-0. So let's see how Max Fried does in the bottom of the second as he faces a Rosarena, Donovan, and Robles. As Fried sets here on the first pitch against Rosarena, the first pitch is inside ball one. The 1-0 is grounded foul, 1-1. So 1-1 here to a Rosarena as Fried sets on the 1-1 to pitch. Grounded foul, 1-2. Let's see if Fried could get his third strikeout of the game. Well, actually, the Red Sox, I think they were paying him, but I don't know what. I don't think there was much of a difference in what the Cubs paid him and what the Red Sox were offering. The 1-2 and another foul ball by Rosarena, and it could have just been the number of years too. I mean, you know, he was definitely looking for the years. As Fried sets on the 1-2, the pitch. And that ball is hit into center field. Grisham's running back, still running back, and he makes the catch. Takes a potential hit away from a Rosarena. Shout out to Trent Grisham for making that fantastic play. Let's go. First out of the inning, and that's going to bring Brent Donovan to the plate. And the first pitch to Donovan is a strike, 0-1. Fried sets on the 0-1 to pitch. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if Fried could get his third strikeout of the game. As Fried sets here on the 0-2. The pitch. 1-2. The 1-2. Struck him out looking. He said, see you later, sit down. Max Fried gets his second or third strikeout of the game. We got 2 outs now here in the bottom of the second. And that's going to bring Victor Robles. And that ball is hit into center field on the first pitch. And catch is made by Trent Grisham. It's a 1-2-3 inning. And the top of the lineup coming up against Logan Gilbert when the game resumes. So the top of the third will be coming back. Will be coming up, should I say. But I appreciate everybody being here on this Tuesday night. Top of the third, Yankees are up 2-0. Let's make sure we hit that like button, hit that subscribe, keep sharing this channel out. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing the channel. Let's see how many likes we got on the live stream right now. Yeah, Buckeye. Yeah, Freed's pitch count looking really good right now. I mean, Robert. I mean, the thing is, he's a good defender. He is. He's a good defender. I'd rather have him out there playing center field over certain names that people like to talk about. And I have no problems with those names, but Grisham is the better defender, clearly. And we are currently at 70 likes, so thank you all for the likes. We need 30 more likes to 100. So if there's anybody out there watching, you've not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let's try to get to 30. Let's try to get 30 more likes. Let's break 100. 7 2/3 for your prediction yet? Yeah, we feeling it. We feeling it. But the game will resume. Anybody keeping up with college basketball right now? And it looks like we got 78 votes, and 64% of you said that Freed's going between 4 and 6 innings. All right, let's get back to the game here. Trent Grisham is going to lead things off for the Yankees. So let's see how Grisham does in his second at-bat. As Gilbert sets here on the first pitch. Strike one, 0-1. Looks like, Grisham's challenging it. Interesting. Let's see what the ABS system has to say. And that is a ball by a mile. And it is how many inches off the plate? That didn't say, but it was definitely way off the strike zone. So there's one call that's overturned. So 1-0 now to Grisham. That call was overturned. And that is called a strike. Does he challenge that one? Doesn't look like he's going to. Certainly questioned it, though. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Gilbert sets to 1-1. Ball 2. As they show the replay, yeah, that looked like it hit the line there, so it probably would have been a strike. If he challenged it, he probably would have lost it. But the 2-1 from Gilbert, and Grisham hits that ball to center field, and that's going to drop in front of Julio Rodriguez, and that's going to be a single. And Grisham leads things off here in the top of the third with a single. So leadoff man is on in the top of the third. And here comes the What's up, Cecilia? What's up, Chua? All right, yeah, focus on the road. Please focus on the road. First pitch to Judge is in the dirt, 1-0. So Judge struck out in his first at-bat. And the 1-0. Judge fouls that one. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now. The 1-1. And Judge hits a grounder. They get the out at second, and it is a double play. As Judge hits into a double play, it's 2 outs just like that. And here comes Cody Bellinger to the plate. Bellinger had that 2-out single in his last at bat and also scored a run that got the Yankees on the board. And it's ball one to Cody Bellinger. The 1-0, 2-0. And the 2-0. 3-0 now to Cody Bellinger. The 3-0. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Cody Bellinger. Inning is still alive, and that's going to bring Ben Rice to the plate. So Ben Rice had that RBI double with 2 outs in the last inning that got the Yankees on the board with the first run. Let's see what Rice does here. Rice also scored a run. First pitch to Rice. And there goes Bellinger, and he is called out as he tried stealing second base. Let's see. Do they challenge it? Yeah, it looks like he's out. It's definitely not worth challenging. And that's going to do it. Bottom of the third coming up. Bellinger upset. And back to a commercial break. Jacob says he's lurking. That's cool. Oh, Cards shut out the Mets tonight, 3-0. All right. To 15, Sunil. I'm gonna have to wait until after the game to watch the latest episode of season 3 of Shrinking on Apple TV Plus. Priorities. Yeah. I haven't. What is that show about? I don't watch a lot of TV other than like sports. Like I don't. There's not really like any TV shows that I follow or watch or anything. I don't know why. I just maybe it's just not that interested in it. I don't know. But I want to get it. I do want to get into some TV series. I just don't have a lot of time. Like just calling the games and working and just other things that I'm trying to do in my personal life too that needs to be taken care of and whatnot. So Buckeye says he watches zero TV. Yeah, I mean, same, honestly. But Sunil says Shrinkage's really good, sitcom, sort of Will and Grace style, but premised around comedy based on the caveats of therapy. I had a feeling it had something to do with therapy. I've never watched Will and Grace. I'm going to be honest with you. I understand, Beagle. Have a great night, bud. Have a great night. All right, let's get back to the game here. Yeah, Bellinger wasn't happy, but moving on. Bottom of the third, Leo Rivas leading things off here for the Mariners, and he takes ball one. The 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes now to Rivas. The 2-0. That is ripped foul, 2-1. And the 2-1. Strike two. Rivas is not challenging it. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And Max Fried looking for his 4th strikeout of the game. Cole Young is waiting on deck. The 2-2. And right up the middle, Jazz fields it, throws over to first, and throws Rivas out. Good job to Jazz Chisholm Jr. First out of the inning, and that's going to bring Cole Young up to the plate. And that was a strike. It was right on the line. Could have challenged it. Probably would have lost it. And Cole Young takes strike 1 from Max Fried. Fried sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. Strike 2. Got him with the curveball. 0-2 now to Cole Young. Fried still looking for his 4th strikeout of the game. As Fried sets here on the 0-2. The pitch. Did he go? He did not. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2. And there's a grounder. Rice fields it, throws it to Fried. Fried steps on the bag, and he is out. Good job to Ben Rice. Great hustle there by Max Fried to get to first, to step on the bag. That was going to be a tough play to make, but good job to Ben Rice getting there, and for Fried getting there on time. And that is the 2nd out of the inning. That's going to bring Rob Refsnyder back to the plate. We are back to the top of the lineup. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 to Refsnyder. As Fried sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Time to play that 2-strike horn. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on base. Yankees leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Fried looking for his 4th strikeout. The 0-2 outside, 1-2. Fried sets 1-2. He struck him out looking. Oh, looks like he's chopped. Nope, can't challenge it. Not challenging. All right. 4th strikeout of the game for Max Fried. Yeah, Refsnyder thought about it, but looks like the challenge wasn't accepted. I think they have to accept it right then and there. It's got to be like a quick decision, right? But Good job to Max Fried getting his 4th strikeout of the game. And just like that, folks, we are moving on to the top of the 4th. Rice, Stanton, and Jazz will be due up. I appreciate you all being here. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see how many likes we got on the live stream so far. Charles McCauley says slow horses on Apple is great. Is that the name of the show? Is Slow Horses? Yeah, see, I never heard of a lot of these shows. And right now we are at 84 likes. We are 16 likes away from 100. Let's try to get to 100 likes, folks. Let's break 100 likes. Let's make it happen. And I appreciate all the new subscribers. Appreciate all the new subs. Thank you all. Channel going strong as a result of your guys' support out there. Sunil says, you know what's funny about the ABS and MLB? Can the head of the umpires union toss an umpire if he's that terrible and gets a crap load of calls incorrect? I mean, sure. But, you know, the thing is, and Jason from 161 mentioned this in his YouTube short, umpires need training every year. They should be retrained every couple of years. I mean, I think Jason said every year, right? I don't want to misquote him, but I think these guys ought to be trained, you know, every couple of years or so because they are so off. Kaylee Mendoza, what's up, Kaylee? What's going on? Welcome. First time seeing you. How are you? Appreciate you being here. I live a sheltered life. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say there, Brad. Slow Horses, spy thriller. It's a show from the UK, 5th season. Oh, never heard of it. Interesting. 2-0 now to Ben Rice. And 2-0. 3-0 now to Ben Rice. Here's the 3-0. There's a strike. 3-1 now to Ben Rice. The 3-1. Rice pops that one up. Out of play. The count is now full. The payoff. Rice gets a piece of it. Foul ball. Rice staying alive. Gilbert right now at 57 pitches. Max Fried is at 40. As Gilbert sets here on another 3-2, and Rice rips that to right field, and it's a foul ball. Still 3-2. Eye test yearly. I mean, something. Charles McCauley says he watched all 5 seasons waiting for season 6. I feel you. We got Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. As Gilbert sets here on another 3-2. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Rice draws a walk, so leadoff man is on here in the top of the fourth, and that's going to bring Giancarlo Stanton to the plate. And here's Giancarlo Stanton, who's 1 for 1, had that RBI single in the first. And Giancarlo Stanton hits a grounder. This could be 2. There's 1, and there's 2. The Yankees hit into their second double play of the game, and it's 2 outs, and that's going to bring Jazz Chisholm Jr. I hate these double plays. Oh, such a rally killer. But here's Jazz Chisholm Jr.
All that jazz.
So Jazz is 0 for 1, struck out in his first at bat. First pitch, strike 1. The 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1. Jazz fouls that pitch off, 1-2. We are at 88 likes. We need 12 more likes to 100. Let's try to get to 12 likes, or 12 more likes to 100. The 1-2 to Jazz. Struck him out looking, but Jazz is challenging it. Jazz is challenging it. Let's see what the ABS says. And it is, in fact, a strike. And the Yankees do lose a challenge. So the Yankees are down to their last challenge. And that's going to be the 3rd out. Jazz strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. And just like that, we are going to the bottom of the 4th. The Yankees are still leading 2-0. Max Fried will be back on the mound. Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, and Josh Naylor will be due up. But Gilbert is at 65 pitches. Well, let's check the poll real quick. I know we got a lot of votes. Let's see how many votes we got so far. 102 votes. And y'all said Fried would pitch between 4 and 6 innings. I'll take it. Fortunately for NYK, they lost to Houston 111-94. Yeah, what are you going to do? Can't win them all. I know the other night I was watching that game against OKC, and they lost to OKC. But the game will resume here momentarily. Bottom of the 4th will be coming up. Appreciate you all hanging out with me on this Tuesday night. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Thank you all for showing support. So, I can't believe it's almost April. It's going to be April 1st tomorrow. Like, I mean, I can't be the only one that thinks that this year is flying by. This year is just like flying by, man. All right, Cal Raleigh is going to lead things off. First pitch, inside 1-0 to Cal Raleigh, who is 0 for 1 tonight. The 1-0. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Rowley. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Got him with the sweeper. Fried sets 1-2, and that is a foul ball. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes now. Still, should I say, to Kyle Rowley. Julio Rodriguez waiting on deck. The 1-2. It's a little grounder. Fried picks up the ball, throws to first, and gets Rowley out. Good job to Max Fried, and that's going to bring Julio Rodriguez to the plate. So Rodriguez walked in his first at bat. Let's see what he does in his second at bat. First pitch. Oh, Fried is challenging it. If they lose this one, they're out of challenges, the Yankees. They can't challenge anymore. But he feels it was a strike. Let's see what ABS says. And it was, in fact, a strike. Good job to Max Fried. So another blown call there by Marquez. That's 2. So 0-1 here to Rodriguez. And that is a grounder hit to Jazz. Fields it. Throws to first. Gets Rodriguez out. 2 outs now. And that's going to bring Josh Naylor to the plate. Let's see if Fried can make this a 1-2-3 inning. All right, here's Josh Naylor, first pitch. Ball 1. The 1-0. Ball 2. 2-0 now to Josh Naylor. The 2-0. Naylor hits that ball to center field. Grisham is running in, and that's going to drop in front of him, and that's going to be a 2-out single for Josh Naylor, and that'll bring Randy Arozarena to the plate. And just so everybody knows, the Yankees are 11 for 12 when it comes to challenging calls on balls and strikes. So probably 11 for 13 because Jazz mess went up. But Arozarena now at the plate. It's 0-1 to Randy Arozarena as Fried sets here on the 0-1. The pitch misses. That was close. Fried wanted that one. It's 1-1 now. I corrected it, Sunil. I said 11 for 13. The 1-1. That is popped up. Right field. Judge going after it. He's underneath it. Makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. And we are going to the top of the fifth. The Yankees are still up 2-0. JC Escar, Jose Caballero, and Ryan McMahon due up. Bottom of the order coming up for the New York Yankees. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I know Caballero messed one up. And then obviously tonight Jazz. But so far the Marquez, the home plate umpire, has messed up two of the calls. So it's 2. So I need 5 more to get my prediction right. But I appreciate everybody being here on this Tuesday night, another late night game. I know it's late for a lot of folks out there, especially the ones that are living on the East Coast. But still appreciate you all being here. Let's see how many likes we got on the stream. Oh yeah, those ABS. A lot of those ABS challenges are going to come in later in the game, 5th through the 7th. I mean, usually 7th inning is going to be a big one, probably your biggest one, I would say. And we are at 94 likes, people. We need 6 more likes to 100. Let's break that 100 likes. But let's get back to the game here. JC Escara is going to lead things off here for the Yankees in the top of the 5th. Gilbert's back on the mound. Gilbert has 65 pitches right now. 1-0 to Escara. Escara is 0 for 1. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. And the 1-1 is in their first strike. 1-2 now to Escada. Eric Katz says Freed is joining us from X. Freed has been dicing up Seattle like the fish in the Pacific Ocean so far. Yeah. Got that right, man. The 1-2. And Escara. Oh, what a play there by Young. And takes a hit away from Escara and gets him out. I thought that ball was getting through, but that was nicely played by Young as he dove for that one and gets him out. Yeah, that was a nice play. I can't front, man. But that's going to bring Jose Caballero to the plate. And here's Caballero, who's 0 for 1. First pitch, inside, 1-0. And the 1-0. And Caballero hits that ball to center field, but it's playable for Rodriguez as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning, and that's going to bring Ryan McMahon to the plate. Yeah, I know, Eric. Judge has had slow starts like this throughout his career, and then he just starts firing up. So, I'm honestly not worried about Judge. Right now, there's a lot of big names that are not exactly performing. Right? Yes, Judge is one of them, but so Cal Riley's not doing so hot. Josh Naylor's not doing so hot. I mean, there's a few guys that are not playing well as of right now, but the season just started. So I'm not worried about it. Here's the 0-1 to McMahon. He takes ball 1-1. Oh, looks like Raleigh is challenging that ball. And it is, in fact, a strike. Wow. So it's 0-2 now. So a call got overturned. So that's 3 calls overturned totals so far. And struck him out looking, just like that. So McMahon struggling. And we're going to the bottom of the 5th. Still a 2-0 game. I can't fault the umpire, man, for some of those razor thin calls, but I definitely fault them for a lot of the bad calls they've made for a very long time. I'm for the 87, it's definitely over $4. And we are at a commercial break. Bottom of the 5th will be coming up. Yankees are still up 2-0. Appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're watching on any of the other social media sites, X, Twitch, Kick, come on to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And we are currently at 96 likes. We need 4 more likes to 100. Let's break 100 likes. And if you're watching for the first time, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, I think that's what it is here, Sunil. I'm not sure. I gotta go check the next time I fill up. I'll check and see. Let's see how many votes we got. 110 votes. Yeah, 111 votes, and 59% of you said 4 to 6. But Fried's going to be back on the mound. Donovan, Robles, and Rivas will be due up. I mean, Eric, I think a lot of us fans acknowledge what Matt Blake has done as Donovan pops it up on the first pitch, right side. Jazz is right there, makes the catch, 1 pitch, 1 out. And that's going to bring Robles to the plate. All right, here's Robles. He takes strike 1, 0-1 to Victor Robles. The 0-1 is low for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Oh, call that ball 2. So the Yankees have to be careful with these challenges because they're only down to 1 right now. It is the bottom of the 5th. And there's a bunt. Foul ball, 2-2. Now to Robles. Fried sets the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He said, see you later. That is 5 strikeouts for Max Fried. So Max Fried having a solid night. And that's going to bring Leo Rivas to the plate with 2 outs now in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch. 1-0. Yeah, well, California gas prices are just absolutely insane. The 1-0. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Rivas. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Fried sets here against Rivas. The 1-1. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Fried sets the 2-1. Is in there for a strike. Time to play that 2-strike horn. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fried looking for his 6th strikeout of the game. The 2-2. There's a grounder, hits McMahon, fires to first, and he gets him out. A 1-2-3 inning by Max Fried. So far, so good by the ace. And we're going to the top of the 6th here, folks. Yankees are still up 2-0. Love for the offense to start getting fired up here. Add a couple more runs or 3 runs. I'll take 3. You're funny, Cecilia. But the top of the 6th will be coming up. And the top of the order will be coming up. Grisham, Judge, Bellinger. Logan Gilbert will be going back on the mound. He's got 74 pitches so far, and Max Fried's at 64. So Max Fried doing a good job with the pitch count, being efficient. I appreciate everybody joining me on this Tuesday night. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. Yeah, it probably will hit there, Sunil. It might, if Fried keeps going the way he's going. No doubt about it, man. All right, let's get back to the game here. We need 3 more likes to 100. Are there 3 people out there that have not hit the like button? Let's hit that like button. 3 more likes to 100. Let's break 100 likes. And here we go. Here's Trent Grisham at the plate. He's 1 for 2. And Grisham hits that ball to right field. And that ball is going to go to the wall, and it's going to be a ground rule double. Grisham starts things off here in the top of the 6th with a ground rule double, and that's going to bring Aaron Judge to the plate. Hit that ball hard on the first pitch. I love it. Here comes Aaron Judge. And Judge is 0 for 2 in tonight's game. First pitch. Ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. It's a 1-1 count to Aaron Judge. Grisham is at second base. Here's the 1-1. Strike 2. 1-2 now to the captain. Two balls, 2 strikes now to Judge. The 2-2. And Judge rips that, but it's a foul ball. Still 2-2. And we just broke 100 likes on the live stream. Thank you all very much for helping me break 100 likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Continue hitting that like button if you haven't hit that like button. But thank you for getting me over 100 likes. Still 2-2 to Judge as Gilbert sets the 2-2. Full count. Count is now full. Three-two count here to Judge. Here's the payoff from Gilbert, and Judge chases a pitch outside the strike zone. He strikes out. He is 0 for 3 tonight, and that's going to bring Cody Bellinger. Here is Cody Bellinger now. Takes strike 1. Bellinger is 1 for 1. A single, scored a run, also had a walk. As Gilbert sets here on the 0-1. In the dirt, blocked by Raleigh. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Cody Bellinger as Gilbert sets here on the 1-2, the pitch. And Bellinger hits that ball to center field. And let's see if Grisham rounds third. And no, he's going to stay put at third base. So Bellinger, 2 for 2, gets a single. So runners on the corners for Ben Rice. So the Yankees have an opportunity to add a run or two in this game. So Logan Gilbert at 86 pitches so far. Nice piece of hitting there by Cody Bellinger. Game is about to resume here, so it looks like Ben Rice is coming to the plate. He had a double, a walk, scored a run, had an RBI. So Logan Gilbert remains in the game. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss, 0-1. Oh and 1 here to Ben Rice to pitch. Ball 1, there it goes. Bellinger, and it's a stolen base. And that should score Grisham as the ball goes to center field, and Bellinger will go to third. It's a 3-0 game. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Bellinger's still second, and Raleigh throws to has a bad throw that goes to center field. Grisham scores as the ball went into center field, and Bellinger moves over to third. Now we got a runner on third with 1 out. It's a 1-1 count. Now it's 2-1 to Ben Rice. So the Yankees are up 3-0 now against the Seattle Mariners. As Gilbert sets here on the 2-1, 3-1 now to Ben Rice. So Gilbert wearing down here. He's at 90 pitches. The 3-1. Ball 4. And Rice walks for the second time tonight. That's going to bring Giancarlo Stanton to the plate.
Nick.
So here is Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Whatever you do, do not hit into a double play. And that is strike 1 to Big G. Giancarlo had that RBI single in the first. He's 1 for 2 in tonight's game. Wilcox is warming up in the bullpen for the Mariners as Gilbert sets here on the 0-1 to pitch. Upstairs, 1-1. And if you're just joining us, it's the top of the 6th. The Yankees are leading 3-0. Runners on first and third. Rice at first, Bellinger at third. The 1-1 to Big G is ball 2. It is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Giancarlo Stanton. The 2-1. And Big G hits that ball to left field, and that's going to score Bellinger. That's going to go to the wall. Bellinger's going to score. Rice is going to stop at third, and it's an RBI double for Big G. Second RBI of the game, and the Yankees are up 4-0. The Yankees bats looking good tonight. Big G is looking good tonight. There you go for all you Big G haters out there. 2+ hits in all 5 games to begin the season. I mean, what more can you ask for? I thought that was going to be a single, honestly, but just looking at the replay here, I think that ball was hit harder than we thought, or Rosarena kind of misplayed it. I feel like, but second and third, 1 out, and that's going to do it for Logan Gilbert, as he is out of the game, and Wilcox will be coming into the game. And we are in a commercial break. So the Yankees are up 4-0 here in the top of the 6th. Yankees bats looking better. Oh, ace immediately, bro. Immediately. Stanton is playing as out of his. Yes, he is. Ocean View. He would have done it for the Yankees, but not the Mets. Not the Mets. Yeah, pretty rough start by Logan Gilbert. I mean, and that's not an easy thing to do against him. Chase got hurt for your Guardians. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I mean, Stanton's he's having a good start to the season. Yeah, for your sake. Yeah, so that ball that Giancarlo Stanton hit was 112.8 miles per hour. That is just insane. Yeah, I mean, for your sake, let's hope it's not serious. All right, here's Cole Wilcox on the mound. And it's 1-0 to Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Talking all that jazz.
Third base umpire said it's a strike. He went around. It's 1-1. The 1-1. 1-2. Wilcox sets here on the 1-2, the pitch. And Jazz hits that, and that's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a 5-0 game as Rice scores. It's going to be an RBI single for Jazz Chisholm Jr. Yankees are now leading 5-0. Giancarlo Stanton moves over to third. So Jazz joining the party here. That's going to bring J.C. Escarra to the plate. Yankees bats coming alive. And first pitch to Escarra. There goes Jazz, and he is safe. So runners on second and third now, so no chance for a double play. Or at least it takes the double play away. In this case, there's always a chance for a double play, but be a little harder to get it now. Oh, yeah, Jazz was definitely on the bag. But it's 0-1 here to Escarra. The 0-1. 0-2. Foul back. The 0-2, swing and a miss, and Ascar strikes out for the second out of the inning, and that's going to bring Jose Caballero. Caballero is 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch is inside, 0-1. Wilcox sets here on the 1-0. The pitch is inside, 2-0. To the 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Jose Caballero, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Let's see if the Yankees could get some more runs. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on, runners on second and third. Yankees up 5-0 here in the top of the 6th. The 2-2, full count. The payoff, and there's a grounder. Jazz gets out the way, and Caballero grounds out for the final out of the inning. But the Yankees do put up 3, and the bottom of the 6 is coming up. I like it. I like it. Yeah, Brad, he doesn't. You're right. But I appreciate everybody being here on this Tuesday night. Appreciate the support as always. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. You need the New York Yankees to have at least a 3-game winning streak in time for my next trip around the sun. There you go. But the bottom of the 6 will be coming up. Let's see where we're at for likes. I know we broke 100 already, so I do appreciate that. Check that here momentarily. Let's see how many likes we got. Let's name that Yankee. 10-24 record, 4.68 ERA, 111 games, played for the Yankees from 77 to 79. 1980 for the Texas Rangers, and 1981, I think, is that the Mariners? Is that the Mariners' old logo? I'm not familiar with that one. But anyway, let's get back to the game. Max Fried is back on the mound facing Cole Young. Young takes ball 1. Cole Young is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. The 1-0. 1-1 as that pitch is fouled back. We are at 107 likes. Thank you all very much for the likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The 1-1. There it is, grounded foul. 1-2. As Fried sets here on the 1-2, the pitch. There's a grounder right to Jazz. Fields it, throws to first. 1 down. And we are back to the top of the lineup. That's going to bring Rob Refsnyder to the plate. So far, so good for Max Fried. 5 strikeouts, a walk, has not, and only gave up the 1 hit, no runs. So far, so good for Max Fried. First pitch to Refsnyder is strike 1. Refsnyder is 0 for 2. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is fouled back, 0-2. Fried sets here on the 0-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. Beautiful pitch there. And that is the 6th strikeout for Max Fried. And here's Cal Raleigh, who's 0 for 2, takes ball 1. The 1-0. And Raleigh rips that foul ball. 1-1. Fried sets here on the 1-1, the pitch. Raleigh pops that one up. Center field, and Grisham calls it. Final out of the inning. And we're going to the top of the 7th. 6 strong innings for Max Fried. And we're going to the top of the 6th. Top of the 7th. Sorry. And the Yankees are up 5-0. And Ryan McMahon, Trent Grisham, and Aaron Judge will be due up. So the 9-1-2 batters will be coming up. Eric Katz, you're asking, do I think the Red Sox are really missing Bregman and perhaps Rob Refsnyder? Refsnyder, maybe. Bregman, definitely. I think they are missing Bregman. Yeah, Refsnyder was good for the Red Sox last year, but I think missing. Yeah, you're right, Eric. But Bregman was Bregman really helped out the Red Sox last year too, though. But the top of the 7th will be coming up when we come back from commercial. I appreciate everybody being here on this Tuesday night. Let's get those likes up. Appreciate all the likes tonight. Appreciate all the new subscribers. On the road to 3,000 subs. Yeah, Eric, I mean, I guess they had to trade Devers because Devers just was not giving into the demands. But oh well, it's not our problem. All right, first pitch to Ryan McMahon is a ball. So McMahon struck out twice tonight as he fouls off that pitch. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. McMahon fouls that pitch back, 1-2. Wilcox sets here on the 1-2, the pitch. Struck him out looking, and McMahon has struck out for the 3rd time tonight. And that's going to bring Trent Grisham to the plate. We're back to the top of the lineup for the Yankees. And here's Trent Grisham, who's 2 for 3 tonight. Takes a strike. Grisham having himself a nice game. Single, double, also scored a run. The 0-1. Grisham takes strike 2. 0-2 now to Trent Grisham. Grisham calls time. Here's the 0-2. Upstairs, 1-2. The 1-2. Pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Wilcox as Grisham strikes out, and that's going to bring the captain, Aaron Judge, to the plate. So Judge is 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch, 1-0. The 1-0. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? Hits off the back of Wilcox and right into the glove of Cole Young as Judge is out. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th here, folks. That was pretty brutal. Oh, I thought it hit off his back. No, it didn't hit off his back. Right over the head of Wilcox, and Young was right there to make the catch and take a hit away from Judge. But we are going to the bottom of the 7th. It's the 7th inning stretch, so get up, get some food, get a snack, get a drink, folks. Get some water, get a soda. Come right back. I'll leave you all with some tunes. I'm going to take a little break myself. I will be right back. All right, folks, we're back to the game. Max Fried's back on the mound facing Julio Rodriguez. Swing and a miss by Rodriguez, 1-1. And the 1-1. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Rodriguez. Fried looking for his 7th strikeout of the game. He's at 77 pitches so far. As Fried sets here on the 1-2, the pitch. Upstairs, 2-2. The 2-2. There's a grounder. Caballero fields it, fires to first, and Rodriguez beats the throw out. It was a good effort there by Caballero. That's going to bring Josh Naylor to the plate. And here is Josh Naylor. And this should be a double play. Caballero steps on the back, throws to first for the double play. Good job to Caballero. That's what I'm talking about. Fried is fired up. And that's going to bring Randy Arozarena to the plate. And here's Arozarena. Takes ball 1. Fried sets here on the 1-0. The pitch. There's a strike, 1-1. Arozarena is 0 for 2 tonight. The 1-1. Oh, looks like that hit him on the wrist, according to home plate umpire. So Arozarena will take first base with 2 outs, and that'll bring Brendan Donovan. And here is Brandon Donovan at the plate. Fried sets. First pitch. 0-1. Donovan 0 for 2 tonight. What's up, Katie? The 0-1. And Donovan hits that ball, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So runners on first and second with 2 outs. Bats making a little noise here for the Seattle Mariners, and that's going to bring Victor Robles to the plate. Fried is at 85 pitches. So Fried would like to get out of this inning and finish 7 strong. First pitch inside, strike or ball 1. Robles is 0 for 2. As Fried sets here on the 1-0, the pitch. Foul back, 1-1. The 1-1. Grounded foul. It's 1-2. Time to play that 2-strike horn. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Fried trying to get out of this inning here. He's at 88 pitches. 89th pitch coming up. The 1-2. Foul ball. Another 1-2 pitch. And that ball sent to right field. Judge is right there. Makes the catch for the final out. And great job to Max Fried. 7 scoreless innings. What more can you ask for from the ace? And we're going to the top of the 8th. Bellinger, Rice, Stanton due up. Snell said, he's saying he said 7 2/3, but you're good with 7 if he completes it. Yeah, well, he completed 7. I was off by a little bit. I said 6 2/3, but I was correct on the strikeouts. I'm assuming he's not going to come back out in the bottom of the 8th. But I did predict 6 strikeouts. I predicted 2 walks, but he's got 1, and I said he would give up 2 runs, but he's giving up none. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Fried, man. Fried's solid tonight. But I appreciate everybody being here on this Tuesday night. Thank you all for hanging out. Watch me do this play-by-play. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this out. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, let's get back to the game here. And Cody Bellinger will lead things off here. So 1-0 here to Cody Bellinger. Bellinger is 2 for 2 in tonight's game. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Cody Bellinger. Yankees are up 5-0 here in the top of the 8th. And he takes strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Bellinger. The 1-2. Bellinger hits that ball to left field. Rosarena running after it, and he makes the catch. 1 down, and that's going to bring Ben Rice to the plate. So here's Ben Rice, who's 1 for 1, double, 2 walks, scored 2 runs, and has an RBI as he takes strike 1. It is 0-1 here to Ben Rice. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. So Rice calls time as he steps back into the batter's box. The 0-2. And Rice hits that to left field, and it's going to be a 1-out single. Rice now 2 for 2 in tonight's game. And that's going to bring Giancarlo Stanton. Nick. And it looks like there is going to be a pitching change, and Wilcox's night is over. And we're going to a commercial break as a pitching change is going down right now. Size of a beetle bug with stuff. He says last night was a fluke. Yeah. Last night the Yankees lost, and some fans lost their minds over 1 loss. Fourth game of the season being played. Fans already think it's over. It's crazy. I didn't know the season ended in March, but what do I know? But we're here right now. We're in the beginning of baseball season. But I do appreciate you all being here on this Tuesday night, hanging out with me. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. But KC Legumina will be on the mound for the Mariners, and Giancarlo Stanton will be coming to the plate. Last night was Heath Ledger Joker night in Yankee Land. Let's see how many votes we got. So 140 votes. And yeah, 56% of you said 4-6, but the 22% that said 79, congratulations. Well, let's get back to the game here. And here's KC Legumina on the mound for the Mariners. Here's Giancarlo Stanton, who's 2 for 3. He takes ball 1. The 1-0. And Giancarlo pops that one up. Right side. Naylor calls for it. Makes the catch for out number 2. And that's going to bring Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the plate.
Talking all that jazz.
Jazz is 1 for 3. Had an RBI single in the 6th. Also had a stolen base. And the first pitch to Jazz is a strike 0-1. The 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. If you're just joining us, we are in the top of the 8th. Yankees are up 5-0 with a runner on first with 2 outs. As Lego Mina sets here on the 1-1, the pitch is hit into left field, and Rosarena is right there, makes the catch for out number 3. And just like that, we are going to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees are up 5-0. Let's see if Max Fried is coming back out. He's at 90 pitches. I know Fernando Cruz was warming up in the bullpen. Thank you, Cecilia. Appreciate it. Appreciate you all being here, as always. And we are in a commercial break. So Rivas, Young, and Ref Snyder, the 8-9-1 batters, will be due up when we get back from commercial break. Size of a beetle bug? Yeah, Fried is an absolute stud, man. He's a beast. So I might hit the 7 2/3 prediction then if he's going to go back out there. Actually, he's not going to go back out there. Looks like Brent Hedrick is coming into the game. So I'll go ahead and end the poll. I went ahead and ended that poll. But 22% of you said, or 23% of you said 7-9. So congratulations to the 23%. 144 votes. It's a lot of votes. Thank you all. But yeah, great outing by Max Fried here. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, only walked the batter, struck out 6. I got the strikeout predictions right. I'll take that. All right. Looks like we are back to the game. Hey, man, I was off by a little bit. All right. I said 6 2/3. He went 7, so I wasn't too far off. But, man, tomorrow's pitching matchup is going to be great, man. Cam Schlittler versus George Kirby. That's going to be fun. Here's Brent Hedrick on the mound. Strike 1 to Rivas. Is Hedrick the new Proctor? Yeah, maybe. Size of a beetle bug says I just came in and my vote shouldn't count. Well, why'd you vote, man? Just kidding, bro. But Rivas is 0 for 2. Count is now 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2. Oh, looks like the call is being challenged. Let's see if this gets overturned. And it is, in fact, a strike, so the Mariners lose a challenge. So they're down to 1, just like the Yankees are. As Rivas calls time. The 1-2. Rivas hits that ball to right field. Judge is right there. Makes the catch. 1 down. That's going to bring Cole Young to the plate. There's Cole Young. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Ground ball, and that's going to be a single for Young. And that'll bring Rob Refsnyder to the plate. Back to the top of the lineup for the Mariners. First pitch, Refsnyder pops it up on the first pitch. Right side, Ben Rice is right there, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring Cal Raleigh to the plate. My diagnosis on Judge's at-bats there, Kelvin, I mean, we've seen this before with him, right? I mean, he has these slow starts. I mean, last year was an exception. He has these slow starts, then he starts to heat up. You know, once you know, April, May comes around, I mean, the guy starts to heat up. He's had these types of slow starts before. I mean, this isn't anything new with Judge, but yeah, I just think that he's, you know, mistiming the pitches and he's mistiming his swings, but I think he's going to be fine. But there's other guys that are stepping up at least. But it's 1-1 here to Cal Raleigh. As Hedrick sets here on the 1-1, the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Time to play that 2-strike ball. As Hedrick sets here on the 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Good job to Hedrick. Pitching a good, solid eighth. And the bottom of the lineup coming up for the New York Yankees here. The top of the ninth coming up is Scar Caballero McMahon. And once again, we're in a commercial break. Calvin says, I notice he breaks slumps when he starts getting flyouts and lineouts. I mean, I guess I haven't noticed how he breaks out of the slumps, but, you know, like I said, eventually he breaks out of it. I mean, this isn't anything new with Judge. I mean, we've seen Judge have some crazy slow starts before in his career, but then he starts heating up, man. But appreciate you all being here. Thank you all very much. Make sure let's get those likes up. Hit that subscribe if you're still watching. If you're new to the channel, you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Thank you to all the new subs. Thank you to all the new subs. We're on the road to 3,000 subs. Let's see how many likes we got on the live stream. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, 2022, he had a slow start, and then he had 62 home runs. I mean, that's just crazy to me. I mean, 2024 was the same thing. You know, he had a slow start, but then he fired up. Ken Clay is the name that Yankee. I don't know if anybody had it. All right, let's get back to the game here. 121 likes. Yeah, it shows 120 on my end, but either way, thank you all once again very much for the likes. All right, here's Escara who pops it up on the first pitch. And Young calls it, makes the catch for the first out. And that's going to bring Caballero to the plate. So Caballero is 0 for 3 in tonight's game. And the first pitch to Caballero is a strike, 0 and 1. One ball, one strike. We got Tim Hill warming up on the mound. Yo 1. Actually, it's 2 and 1 now. It should be 2 and 1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Caballero. And it's officially midnight on the East Coast. So if you're staying up and you're on the East Coast, thank you. Swing and a miss, 2 and 2. The 2-2. Pitches in the third, full count. The payoff, and Caballero strikes out. 2 down. And that's going to bring Ryan McMahon to the plate. So McMahon struck out 3 times tonight, and a swing and a miss. McMahon's still trying to figure it out. And it is an 0-1 count to Ryan McMahon as Legumina sets here on the 0-1 to pitch inside 1-1. The 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And McMahon fouls that pitch. It's 2 and 2. The 2-2. Foul ball. McMahon still staying alive. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the ninth. The Yankees leading 5-0. And the pitch to McMahon is a grounder. Hit to Young, fields it, throws to first, and gets McMahon out. And that's going to do it. The bottom of the ninth is coming up. So the Yankees had a couple of guys warming up in the bullpen. We'll see who they bring in. It's either going to be Tim Hill or Cade Winquist. As we are slowly winding down here, folks. But the bottom of the ninth is coming up. And Rodriguez, Naylor, and Rosarena will be due up. So I'm going to put another poll out there. Just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Go ahead. Go vote. Let's see what people have to say. Yeah, I put a poll about steaks yesterday about how people like their steaks, and the majority of you said medium rare. But go vote in the poll. Jumbo D says best pitching in baseball, folks. All right, looks like Tim Hill is going to be trying to close things out, making his third appearance this season. Thought maybe we're going to see Cade Winquist, but apparently not. And we are back to the game. Bottom of the ninth. Here we go. Tim Hill's on the mound to try and close things out. And Julio Rodriguez will start things off here in the bottom of the ninth as he takes ball one. Rodriguez is 1 for 2 in tonight's game. And fly ball, right field, Judge going back, still going back, makes the catch. One down. Yankees are 2 outs away from winning this game. And here's Josh Naylor at the plate now. Who's 1 for 3 in tonight's game. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here to Josh Naylor. As Hill sets here on the 0-2 to pitch. Ground ball right to Rice. He will take it himself. Steps on the bag for the second out of the inning. And the Yankees are 1 out away from winning their 4th game of the season. Oh, big time Buckeye. He's not like a hard thrower or anything like that, but like his release point is fantastic as he pitches to a Rosarena for strike 1. The 0-1. There's a grounder fielded by Caballero. Throws to first, and that ends it right there. And the Yankees win tonight's game 5-0. And Fried gets his second win of the season. And he still has not given up a run. So that is the ball game, folks. Start spreading the news because the Yankees win. So a solid game from the Yankees. So definitely they salvaged their loss from last night. And They win the game 5-0. Max Fried does not give up any runs. The bullpen gets the job done. The bats came through tonight. And what do you know? The Yankees don't hit a home run tonight. None of their runs came in on a home run. They all came in on hits. That was against Logan Gilbert, too. I mean, Logan Gilbert's a good pitcher. But the Yankees have now split the series, and now they will try and win the series tomorrow. And that game is going to be played in the afternoon. And it'll be Cam Schlittler versus George Kirby. So that's going to be a fun matchup there. So we'll see what happens in that game tomorrow. So like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm not going to be able to call tomorrow's game because by the time I get off work, the game had already started. And by the time I get home, the game's probably going to be, probably in the second or third inning. So, I'd rather call the game from the start. Right. And, there's been a few times where I had to, shut the live stream early or end the live stream early. But if I'm going to call a game, I'd rather call it from the beginning instead of just starting it, calling it in the middle of it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, tomorrow there will be no pregame play-by-play, just so everybody knows, since tomorrow's game is going to be a little bit earlier. And that game tomorrow, yeah, you can watch it, Dodgers, Cecilia. Yeah, that game tomorrow is going to be at 4:10 East Coast time. So, like I said, but I won't be at home on time, but no biggie. So like I said, I won't be able to call tomorrow afternoon's game, but let's hope the Yankees can win and win the series, and then before they head back to New York for their home opener on Friday when they host the Marlins. So I'm looking forward to that. But that's going to do it for me, folks. I'm going to end it right here. Thank you all very much for hanging out with me on this Tuesday night. I know it's a late night for a lot of you out there if you're still watching. I know it's past midnight on the East Coast. It's past 10 o'clock here for me. But I'm going to end it right here, folks. I'm going to end it right here. But thank you all very much for hanging out on this Tuesday night. You guys and gals are the best. And I'll put this poll again tomorrow for the sweet or savory. The next time I go live again, I'll put that poll out so I can try and get more votes. I put that poll out towards the end of the game. So I'm just curious. I want to get people's thoughts on it. But I'm going to end it right here, folks. Thank you all very much once again. Congratulations, Max Fried. Another solid outing. Good job to the bats. And we out, folks. And as always, let's go Yankees. Have a great night, everyone.